Hey guys, how's it going? Kevin Cleary here with a knife video, and today we're going to be talking about a cold steel. Not this one, however. I've got a different cold steel, but I had this one in here just to show that I like big knives. I like big cold steel knives, and this one is sort of has been, I guess, and still kind of is where my preferences max out. However, one of the things that I said when I was talking about the GSN takeover of Cold Steel is that they do have some knives that they plan to bring back, and one of them I really want to pick up, and that is this knife right here. This is the Cold Steel Talwar in the 5.5-inch blade. So this is the big guy. I have had a smaller Talwar and actually found it quite effective as an EDC knife. There are other knives that I like just as much. I didn't end up keeping it, but I kind of wish I had it. It was a blue one, and I think it was CTSX HP. I could be wrong on that, but CTSX HP cold steels have been kind of a sought after thing these days, and certainly I would like to have that one back. Anyway, this is not that. This is S35 VN. Let's take a look at this gigantic folder. Okay, so this is the large Talwar with the 5.5-inch blade, this large sweeping handle, kind of an upswept, although not really, more of a standard blade shape. The curve of the handle makes it feel like an S-shaped knife when it's really actually pretty straight at the back. This is, of course, a big knife. Big, but highly effective. This is a great anyway, I don't want to get too much into it. Let me hit the details first, okay? We got a great big S35 VN blade with a satin finish that I've got all fingerprinted up here. Let me see if I can make it look a little bit better for you. You almost need Windex and a window washer to clean it. It's so big, but S35VN, big blade, high flat grind. I just want you to notice how well this thing slices. If you need a folding kitchen knife, this is a really good option because the blade grind and the blade shape overall are actually quite nice for cutting tasks. Really, really good. Add to that, the handle is fantastic in terms of ergonomics. We've got a triad lock here. We've got a very comfortable handle, at least in the choked up position. You can back out on this. If you need to slice up a pig carcass the way Lynn Thompson does, this is where you want to grip the knife. For all other uses, you probably want to be up here. And it's very, very comfortable in this position. Quick rundown and then initial thoughts. This is a large knife, like it's over 12 inches. It's got 5.5 inches of blade. It's got a massive handle. You could actually grab it two-handed like a broadsword or something, although you wouldn't get much use out of doing that. Very strong lock, really robust construction. Typical cold steel clip, so I guess we can make note of that. The clip is about as effective as all cold steel clips. They're very tight. They're not going to fall out of your pocket, but you may not get them in your pocket either. We've got the wave opening feature here so that you can wave the knife open out of pocket. When I do a full review, I'll demonstrate that on video. For now, I'll just tell you about it. And finally, I'll give you my initial thoughts. So look, this is actually a pretty functional tool. Yeah, it's a big knife. It's bigger, and from a folding knife perspective, it's bigger than what most people anticipate. However, that size does have some really legitimate uses. It's great for anytime you're cutting up fruits, vegetables, pumpkins, melons, that kind of thing. A big long blade is really handy for a lot of different kitchen work. And the belly works well for that kind of stuff as well. Now, I know it's good for slicing up pig carcasses, and that's fine. If that's what you need it for, more power to you. But for my consideration, I try to look for the practical purposes. And I know that this is not totally practical. And I know that there's a major, sort of defensive element to this knife. And all of that is great. But as I've often said, if I'm going to carry a tool on my person all the time, my primary consideration is going to be practical, right? What am I going to use this for on a regular basis? Because if I'm just going to carry this for, let's say, defense, that means now what? I'm going to carry another knife to cut up an apple? Well, no, I'm only going to carry one knife, so it better be good at everything. And this one definitely is. So I've got to say I do appreciate this knife quite a lot. My first impression is, yeah, really really, really big, really, really cool, really, really fun. I'm going to spend more time with this. I'm going to carry it more. I will say right off the bat, it does carry a little more comfortably than my 4-Max, which is something to notice. If you really wanted to carry a big knife for some reason, this would be a little easier on the pocket than this guy, although I love this knife probably a little bit more. Nonetheless, I do think this is pretty cool. I love the fact that Cold Steel makes it. I love the fact that we can have things like this in the, it's a little frivolous, I know, and a smaller version. And I've had the smaller version, by the way. It's fantastic. I cannot recommend the small Talwar enough. But the big Talwar is pretty cool as well. So there's my quick rundown, guys. I don't want to belabor this point, but I did want to quickly share this video and point out that, I said that this knife, if it was re-released, I'd be buying one, and I did, and I'm pretty stoked about it. So there you go. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you check out White Mountain Knives. That's where I got this. I think they might still have some in stock. I can't promise that. It seems like if I mention it in a video, they immediately sell out. Maybe Justin just watches my videos, and when I say to mention a knife, he pulls them all off the shelf or something. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. So thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check those channel sponsors. It really helps me out a lot. We will talk to you soon.